What's up, people? It's that funky Swedish boy that charms your grandma, Raikou here, and today I'm joining the ATA, also known as Advanced Trainer Association. And this is season 1 of this league, and this is going to be my draft recap. And of course, I am your coach of the Gothenburg Murkrows. So, without any further ado, let's just jump right into this shit. So, I had the 9th pick, and in the beginning I was thinking about drafting Tapu Koko, but everyone gave me shit for thinking that I would get Tapu Koko when I had the 9th pick. And they were right, and I didn't get it, but I got another fucking Tapu. I got Tapu Fini, my Aqua Ho. So let's just talk a little bit about Aqua Ho here. She's really defensive, which I like. She has okay speed, good special attack, and it's just bulky. I like that. That's bulky offense. That's what I want to go with in this team. So yeah, let's just look over what this sexy bitch gets. First of all, she gets defog, she gets knockoff, she gets calm mind, she gets good stab. You saw my mouse there. She gets nature madness, which, fuck, my mouse is just... She gets toxic, even though it's pretty useless in the mystery search. But she gets taunt. I mean, there's a lot of things I can do here. And Tapu Fini is also going to be my C captain. We get C3 or 3 C users, and one of them is going to be a C captain, which means he can use like C mist, C taunt, C toxic, or whatever, and even offensive moves. So Trevor, aka TP 123101, gave me the advice that I should make Tapu Fini my C captain, because the only kind of recovery she gets is like from leftovers or from Aqua Ring. But if she uses C Mist, she's going to get recovery from that. So that is pretty dope. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I got this pick. I think it's going to be a better addition to the team than Koko, even though Koko would have been nice. Yeah. Let's jump on to the other mon that we drafted. Okay, so next up we got Spikerrah, the Ferrothorn. Spikerrah here is going to be shiny in all battles. So basically I wanted Ferrothorn just because I needed a steel type to make a steel Fairy Dragon Core, and I already filled in the Fairy type, and now it was time for the steel, and I wanted Ferrothorn just because look at those defenses. Even though the HP is kind of low, it's still good defenses. I have also been using Ferrothorn ever since I started with competitive Pokemon. I've always loved it. I hate to encounter it, but love to use it. Gets a good ability in Iron Barbs. I'm probably never going to use Anticipation. That's absolute shit, in my opinion. I don't even know what the fuck it does, to be honest. But it can be run with leftovers or Rocky Helmet or even Okaberry if I want to do that. It gets good moves, but it's usually run in the same way as always. You know, Thunder Wave, Toxic, Stealth Rock, Spikes, Protect, Leech Seed, Knockoff, maybe even Iron Head, Gyro Ball. I've seen people run it with Bullet Seed. I don't really get that, but yeah. So I mean, there are a couple of things I can do with it, and if you know me, I like to use some weird moves sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. And I mean, gets Curse. Wow, I didn't even know that. That's dope. Just like Tapu Fini, it doesn't get any kind of recovery except for like Ingrain. But I mean, Ingrain is kinda shit. to be honest. Yes. But it also gets Leech Seed, which is a better move, and with leftovers, Leech Seed and Protect, maybe even Toxic, it can be used very effectively. So yeah, Spikerrah, our little shiny Ferrothorn. Even though it's not shiny on screen, it's going to be shiny. And yeah, I'm excited to use it in a draft league. This is the first time I'm using it in a draft league, just like with Afeni, so I'm excited. So let's move on to our next pick. Okay, so our next pick is Raikou, aka Gilthunder. It's also going to be shiny just because if it's shiny, people can predict what set I'm going to be. Even though that fucks up the nickname because Gilthunder has purple hair. Or pink hair or what the fuck ever. Whatever. Gilthunder it is. So, like I said, it can be run in different sets. It can be Scarfed, Life Orbed, Sub Leftovers. Yeah. If you're watching this, you're probably into leagues and you already know all the sets. But I mean, it has nice stats overall. I mean, the only thing that's kind of shit is its defense. But I mean, its only weakness is ground type. And all the other typings won't kill it unless it's like fucking Current Black with C Freeze Shock. So I mean, and this is also my replacement for Tapu Koko because I didn't get it, so this is going to be my electric type. Sorry. So yeah, I'm kind of happy for that. I've already been using it in the IBL Season 2. And yeah, let's just talk about the IBL for a little while. I'm just gonna stay on Gilthunder here. Because of the IBL being so inactive and most of the coaches haven't been... fuck. And because of the majority of the coaches not even having had their battles yet, the IBL have just slowed down. So the ADA is basically a replacement for the IBL. It has some of the same coaches, a few new ones I think, and yeah, a few new ones. And yeah, so there's not going to be any more IBL for right now, I think. I think we're maybe going to try and revive the league later when people seem to be more active in the league. But as of right now, this is it for the IBL, sadly enough. But whatever, we're here, we're hype, and let's move on to our next draft. Okay, so next up we got Vladimir, the Gligar. He's also going to be shiny, and you already know what sets Gligar uses. Gets me immunity, Hyper Cutter if I want to run a more offensive set. I'm just wondering, does it get Curse? It gets Curse. Fucking awesome. It's another mon that can use U-turn. I don't know if Afeni can use U-turn? No, it can't. Okay, never mind that. But there I've already started on the Volturn core. But I mean, I'm probably not going to run U-turn on Gligar, to be honest. But it gets Defog. It's another Defogger, so that's pretty nice. Where you saw my mouse again. Let's just fucking ignore that. It's a ground type, which I needed. It's another one that gets knockoff. Gets Toxic, Taunt, even Tailwind. So I mean, Tailwind is going to be pretty nice. And it's a mon that gets Eviolite, so it's going to force my opponents to bring knockoff. And a good switch in for that is my C user Aquaho. So I can make a kind of weird core there, but I mean it's probably going to work. It's another mon that gets Stealth Rocks, but this one actually has recovery in Roost. And yeah, I can do some funky shit with Gligar, and I'm pretty excited. I don't know if I've used Gligar before in a league. I have been doing like random battles with Gligar, and I really like using it. So that's why I drafted it. So I don't know what much more to say. I mean, I'm probably never going to use Sandveil or Hypercutter. Maybe Sandveil, to be honest, because there's some like weather teams. So yeah, Gligar can be effective in Sandveil. So I mean, we just have to see and wait what I bring. I don't know, maybe we have to see. So moving on to next mon. Next up we got Salazzle, aka Rochelle. So Rochelle here is also going to be shiny because I love its shiny. It's so fucking pretty. And yeah, Salazzle here is also going to be one of my C users, just because I felt like it's one of my more offensive mons, and I think it's better than other things. And I mean, it has pretty high special attack and good speed stat. I mean, for example, Gale Thunder is one of the mons that gets like 115 speed. Rochelle here gets 117 speed, so if I encounter something that I know Rochelle can beat and it's like 115 speed, then it's going to be able to outspeed it and hopefully one-hit it with like a C move or something. Its defenses are pretty shit, and like most people I'm probably going to run it with Focus Sash, Nasty Plot. That's basically what everyone does. I mean, it's a set that works. I don't know if I'm ever going to use Oblivious, so, or will both of its like abilities are pretty shit, but Corrosion is something that I actually can use. For example, if I bring Toxic on Salazzle and I need a Toxic something, I mean, I got Toxic Steel types with this. I'm pretty sure I can Toxic Poison types too. I don't know, I haven't tried it out yet, but I want to do that. So I mean, there's some funky shit I can do with this. And yeah, it gets a pretty good move pool. It even gets priority in Fake Out, so that's pretty fun. So yeah, it's a Fire Poison type, which is good to have in my opinion. And I wanted to draft Salazzle in the IBL Season 1, but I didn't get it because I changed my draft plan. But I mean, now I have it, so it's going to be fun to see how Salazzle here is going to help me out in this league. So I don't know what else to say. So let's just jump on to our other mon. Okay, so here we have a mon that I've had in the IBL, the MPBL, and now it's going into the ATA. Mama Blue, the Miltank. I absolutely love Miltank. I think it's good. And I always love a bulky normal type. And it can also be run offensively with Curse. So I mean, it's a good mon. It gets good abilities in Thick Fat, Scrappy, and Sap Zipper. So I mean, I just love this mon. It gets a wide range of moves. So I mean, it works just out very well in being both offensive and defensive. It's also a Cleric, which is pretty nice. It's a bulky mon that gets recovery in Milk Drink. It's another Stealth Rocker. It gets both Thunder Wave and Toxic, so I mean, it also gets Counter, which is my favorite move. So I mean, there's a lot of shit I can do with this. Even though I most of the time don't use it effectively, I still love it. And sometimes when I do use it effectively, it wins me battles. So That's why I wanted to draft Miltank for this league too. Next up we got our thick boy Goof. Or Goof, I don't know. I just wanted to make a meme because it's a joke in the MPBL with saying oof a lot. But I mean, let's just finish this shit up. So now I have finished my grass, fire, water core, my steel, fairy, dragon core, which is nice. And like I said in the beginning, I want some bulky offense. What is better for that than Goodra? Holy shit, just look at that special defense. Ignore the defense, just look at that special defense. And its abilities are, I mean, Sap, Zipper and Gooey are good. And then Hydration could be good. I mean, there's my friend Tollin that is in this league. He had drafted a rain team. So I mean, Hydration could be used in that battle if I decide to use Goodra then. I don't know yet. But I mean, just looking at its move pool, it's so fucking wide. I can bring it specially offensive, physically offensive, or just defensive. I mean, another mom that gets fucking cursed. Holy shit. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to use Goodra. I don't think I've seen anyone ever draft Goodra. I may be wrong, but I don't think I have. So yeah, I'm really excited to using this. So let's just move on to the next mod. Okay, so next up we have Raster Girl, the Mesprit. So what I was thinking here was that I needed a mon that gets both reflect and light screen, because I want to try it out. I've never used it in the league. It also gets healing wish, that I may be using sometimes, I don't know. It's another stealth rocker, it gets trick room if I would ever need that. It gets a pretty wide move pool, it gets U-turn. And yeah, I mean, I like its stats. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I was thinking about drafting Yuxi instead, just because it has higher defenses, but I felt like I want a mon that has a higher offense too. So I mean, I think Raster Girl is going to be pretty good, even though it's making my weakness for dark and ghost typing a little bit bigger, which I'm going to get into in my 3 last Pokemons. Yeah, I forgot to mention we are only allowed to draft between 9 and 11 mons. This is a point draft league. We had 120 points, and we have to choose mons that were 18 points down to 2 points. So yeah, just me forgetting to mention shit. Just mention it at the end of a video or in the middle of a video. I'm really good at this. Professionalism. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit I can do with Mesprit, so I'm pretty excited. But let's move on to our 3 last mons. Okay, so next up we got Primeape, aka Fluffball. So I didn't actually draft Fluffball during the actual draft. I actually drafted Piloswine, but I decided to make a trade, and I picked up Primeape instead because I needed a fighting type, and I felt like Primeape is going to make that role pretty good. I was thinking about Scrafty or maybe Pangoro, but there's another mon that I picked up instead that cost more points than any of them, and I think it's going to be a good addition to this party. Fuck, whatever, my English is bad, I'm sorry. But let's just talk about Primeape here. It has good attack, it's okay fast, and Yeah, I mean, it gets good moves. I didn't even know it was, or that it has this good move pool until I actually drafted it and just looked at it. I mean, it gets Seed Bomb, Stone Edge, Thunder Punch. Does it get Ice Punch? Yes, it does. Does it get Fire Punch? Yes, it does. It gets Earthquake. Gets good move in close combat, which is Stab. Gunk Shot, Poison Jab, Outrage, Night Slash, Throat Chop, Taunt, Substitute, U-Turn, Toxic, Thunderbolt. Fuck it, I mean, there's a lot of shit I can do with this. So I feel like Fluffball here is a very good move on my part to actually draft. And I felt like I wanted to use it. I mean, I think I've seen people use Primeape before in leagues on like YouTube, and they have done pretty well with it. And I mean, if I encounter a team with a lot of Intimidate mons, I can just go with Defiant. That's a +1 for free. So, I mean, like, there's a lot of shit I can do with Primeape, which is pretty hype. So yeah. Let's move on to our second last draft. Making a good return is our boy Superboy the Mega Banette. So I really like Mega Banette. I like its design, I like its fucking ability, its pre-Mega Evolved abilities. I mean, I'm going to probably run like Frisk every time, just so that I can see what item some mons have if I really need to find out, and then just switch out. It's a good mon that gets priority, it gets priority status moves, yes, Destiny Bond, good coverage, I can even run it Calm Mind special like I did before, so I mean, it gets Pain Split, Sucker Punch, Taunt, Thunder Wave, Toxic, Will-O-Wisp, all the 3 good status moves. Sorry, it's another mon that gets Trick Room. So I mean, there's a lot of shit I can do with Banette, especially now that I'm more used to the Draft League format than I was in Season 1 of the IBL, because that was my first Draft League. So I'm really curious to see what the fuck I can do with this little Superboy here. Sorry that my share is so fucking loud. But I mean, I'm pretty excited. So yeah, let's move on to our last mon that we drafted. Yeet! I drafted Greninja. Yes, because I think I was the second last at this point, because everyone had drafted like 9 mons. So they didn't have any more drafts, but I drafted 11 mons, so yeah. But I didn't have enough points to draft Bound at first. But I just ended up drafting Greninja just because I saw that no one had drafted it. And then I looked at my mons and I saw that if I get rid of Piloswine and Greninja, I have enough points to get both Primeape and Bound. So Daifuku here, just look at those stats. Like I said before, ignore the fucking defense, because his defense is shit poor. But I mean, his physical attack, his special attack, his special defense, his speed is okay, his HP is also okay, but those attack stats, holy shit. I'm just saying, this, I'm really excited to use it, Bound. And just to shout out again, Daifuku is a One Piece reference. There's this genie guy that can, like, if he touches his belly, a big fucking genie comes out, and that's why I think that Daifuku fits it perfectly. I mean, I see that it gets Calm Mind, it gets Nasty Plot, it doesn't get any physical, it gets Power Up Punch. Okay. But I mean, it gets so fucking many moves. It's so It's so fucking juicy, boy. And his ability Magician, I think is kind of good, because if I have a berry or something and I end up using up a berry, I just get Magician and just steals my opponent's item. So I mean, but to be able to do that I have to survive a physical hit, I think. I don't know. I have to look it up. Well, whatever. I'm really excited to use this. I'm thinking about maybe getting Greninja back, because I feel like Greninja would fit to this team, but I don't know what I'm going to get rid of to be able to draft Greninja. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty happy with how my draft is looking right now, so yeah. So this is pretty much it for my draft recap for the ATA, the Advanced Trainer Association. Sorry for fucking up the name completely, but whatever. It's been that funky Swedish boy, Sean Grandma, Raikou, aka Alex, and I'm your coach for the Gothenburg Murkrows, and I'm signing out. Bye.